crowns and tiaras. Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's talk. All right, so today we are going to be discussing Nicki Minaj, okay, the newest things that she has been doing. We also got some 6ix9ine and his ex-girlfriend, Yailin. Do not know how to say her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, okay? So the first thing we are going to be discussing is Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj has been doing her thing. As y'all know, when I first listened to the album of Pink Friday 2, I did not like it. I only liked the original songs, Big Difference and Red Ruby the Sleeves and, Last Time I Saw You, right? I listened to it a second time and I started liking more of the songs. Beep Beep. I like Bam Bam. I like My Life. I like Barbie Dangerous. It's a couple songs on it. So she actually kind of did her thing. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a hater. Y'all already know how I do. Like, I could talk my stuff, get my opinions, but, if I have to say, okay, my bad that I said this, I actually feel this way now, or I had to change a heart of this and that, I would do that because I'm real at the end of the day. Okay, you don't gotta like it. Okay, so recently she has been doing some interviews and some pop-outs. She did Andy Cohen. I don't know if I'm saying his last name correctly. Mainstream Press. She also did Stephen Colbert. Okay, now she did Ebro. She did Joe Budden. She did Funny Marco. And she also did Kai Cenat. Okay. Let me know if I'm missing anybody that she recently did interviews with or popped out on. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I saw the Kai Cenat, because I didn't see the Funny Marco or heard one yet. Okay. Or the other interviews. I saw the Kai Cenat and I was dying. They had me in here rolling. Those personalities, that's what I like to see about Nicki Minaj. I would like to see more of her authentic personality, not the bougie Nicki Minaj, I'm the queen and I'm better than this and I do this my way. And I don't like that type of Nicki. That's why I'm not really a fan of her personality or her as a person. Because throughout the years, I've been seeing the shady. I've been seeing the throwing the rocks and hiding your hands. I've been seeing the playing the victim. And, she's always being subliminal and always encourages and never, putting the barbs in their place and stuff like that. I never really liked that side of her. For one thing, she was very vulnerable on her album. If you actually really listen to it, she's breaking some stuff down, okay? Now, just like her and everybody else, nobody's relationship or marriage is perfect, right? But I like this Nicki Minaj. I like the goofy Nicki Minaj. She was playing her character because she was definitely in character. Okay, Kai Cenat is Kai Cenat. He's very funny. That's just his bubbly personality, and that's why I like Kai Cenat, because it's just the personalities that was for me. Okay, I like Nicki like this. And then I seen her. You can see from this point of view, it's not a video where they can edit and do this and stuff or whatever. We clearly see that she is very small. She's small. I don't know. She did say in here that she was 5'3". I think she said she was 5'3". When she said that, I was like, oh, she's only a couple inches taller than me. But she looks very small in the frames of the videos and stuff like that. I actually seen her, her size, and her body looks nice. She looks very petite and just thick, like a petite thick. But she actually is doing her thing. She doesn't need no filters. She likes using filters because it's fun. Like most of us, we like doing it for fun. Okay, filters are fun. It's for fun. It's meant to be for fun. It's not meant to change your face. It's not meant to do this and do that and try to trick people, right? But I like the Kai Cenat and Nicki Minaj interaction. I really liked it. I liked the moment where, Kai Cenat mom and sister came, and the sister was very emotional, and Nicki gave them the perfumes and said she had some more stuff for them. And, it was just a moment, okay? And I like seeing Nicki Minaj and her caring side, okay? We all have that side where we are soft inside, but we also have a hard part of us, right? I like seeing that side of Nicki, okay? Maybe she's trying to do a little bit things different in her life. I don't know if she's trying to do it for her album rollout or whatever she got coming up or whatever. I don't know. But either way, it really wouldn't matter, okay? Because everybody do it in the industry, promote and roll outs and do this and do that and pop out and just put themselves more up front, okay? So, besides that, Let me just go through, because y'all know everything's everywhere. All right. So, she says, y'all don't see the tricks. All of them. Oh, I'll discuss, just not today. Let's go, Barbs. Because apparently Billboard is trying to play Nicki Minaj, okay? And we're going to get into what she had to say and what was going on, okay? She says, let's see. Let's go into the original post. And then she's going back and forth with Elliot Wilson, who was a, what is he again? Because literally, I don't know. I didn't never hear him until this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. He is a hip hop journalist. Okay. She's going back and forth with him. So let's go into, because it's so much tweets that she was putting out. Okay, here we go. Been discussing my 100 Barbs contest for months. They said Billboard reached out to say they can take away sales for me. Telling y'all about the 100 Barbs thing. Can't wait until these 6 hours are up so I can tell y'all some stuff. You can give out millions in Cash App money though. Laugh out loud. So Barbs, me asking you to show proof of something that was already delivered or purchased is against the rules. So please disregard apologies. Right? So apparently Billboard allegedly is not liking the fact that she's doing this 100 Barbs contest, meaning she told the Barbs, whatever you bought, vinyls or whatever you bought, screenshot, send, and show proof or whatever the case may be, whatever that is about, right? I don't see nothing wrong with that, okay? But apparently Billboard has a problem with it, all right? Now, somebody says they are upset because this album is the beginning of the end. Your monopoly on mass manipulation of the general public is over. Tickets are selling, vinyls are being delivered, labels is going bananas. And then Nicki Minaj said, preach. Then, let's just keep it into the Billboard thing real quick because she's definitely going in. Okay. Okay. Imagine them convincing you that Pink Friday 2 is doing 205 if Queen lost 12 hours and did 185. I have a bridge to sell you. People love this album. Breaking Spotify and Apple Records. That Queen didn't, but we gon' believe this. Okay? So she basically saying, listen, Queen didn't break these records, but Pink Friday 2 is breaking these records, right? But if you control the Grammys, Super Bowl, Billboard, radio, eggplant eaters like Smelly It, she's talking about Elliot Wilson, paid blogs, paid video personalities, then voila. But tomorrow we feast. They so mad. They said 170 to 190 knowing it was 200K already. Then they said 199 just so that 2 wouldn't leave their mouth, child. It's at 300, but once they filtered out 100K, you'll be none the effing wiser. I'm being punished for not signing a 360, making great music, having great fans, and for not leaving the game so that their new Nickies who signed 360 deals can be propped up to look as though they are a lot more successful than they really are, having too much power. Okay, so she's basically going in, threatening me, like what? Huh? You don't scare me. Take away all the sales y'all want. I've never not ended up feeling sorry for my enemies. Read that line again. God is in control. Okay. So she said, so Barbs, don't buy or stream anymore. Thanks. Please file a class action lawsuit. And Nicki reposted this. Okay. Maybe she is going to file that at a lawsuit. Okay. I'll tell you about the record company who wanted to team up with me tomorrow. Bet you Billboard would have had no issue then. Love you. So Barbs, then she said don't buy the stream, whatever. Okay. There are 4 companies that are still trying their hardest to bring me down, but God holla at y'all tomorrow. Okay. So now we're going to get into the Elliot situation. Okay. And everything else that she was talking about. She says, Elliot, if you spit Jay-Z eggplant out of 1 second, you'll be able to be happy for the newcomers. Isn't that how y'all tried to tarnish my image by saying I'm not welcoming new girls in? Did songs with all of them, though. Why you not happy for a young black man like Kai tomorrow, itch? One thing about it, I always said about Nicki, she's not really into the female rappers with her because she feels like she's above everybody. And that's just how I felt about it. Okay. The only reason why she brung in Sexy Red or Ice Spice or put them girls on that, that with Akbar and all of them that was on it for that one time. I only think that she did that to make it seem as if she's not a hater and like she's really for the girls and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Then Nicki Minaj reposted, Nicki working with Joe Budden, Funny Marco, and Kai for post-album press is fire for the black content creator community. She'll most likely be Kai and Marco's most watched videos of the year, helping bring more visibility to them. She cares about the culture. Okay, so she reposted that, so that's something that she's agreeing with, right? How long was I and Kai last night? It's crazy that we broke his streaming record too. So proud of you guys and his fans as well. Numbers don't lie. Well, unless you're... It was so much fun. Okay. So she's basically, you know, putting that out there. You know, that she's, you know, popping out. And, you know, she knows she's always going to bring and brag about whatever numbers that she elevates on whoever platform that she's on. Okay. Even though Kai Cenat always have a lot of streams and he got a lot of fan base, like his fan base is very strong regardless of the fact. But yeah, her being on it definitely is, you know, it was for everybody. It was a moment. I'm just looking in to see what else she said. All right. Then Elliot Wilson was just reposting her tweets. You know, when she said, Elliot, if you spit Jay-Z's eggplant out for a second, imagine them convincing you that Pink Friday 2 is doing 205. We already spoke about that. Then he's also reposting, why are you so tight when people sit down to talk to someone else? You're a boring interview. End of story. Come to the understanding you're not entertaining and live with it. So somebody is not liking what Elliot Wilson is doing. And basically that is what the person is saying. Like, you're boring. Your interviews are boring. Nobody want to sit with you. You're mad. Okay? And I personally never heard of Elliot Wilson. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. His name just doesn't ring a bell. Okay? And it is what it is. Until Nicki Minaj was going back and forth with him, I did not know who he was. And that's just how I felt about it. So, and also she's sent $50,000 to Toys for Tots, okay? She's actually putting in, she's actually doing what she's doing, and that's just basically what that's about. Now, let's just listen to a video clip of what she had to say. And we are going to be talking about it. Let's go.
How many tweets I've seen you post disrespecting me, Idiot Wilson? All of y'all, for some reason, when y'all are around certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Oh, I didn't know he came out Drake. I didn't even know that. I must have missed it. I promise you. Came at Drake for what? Came at Drake for what? Nobody owes you shit. Fuck you! Why? When y'all have an affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way, y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate.
Okay, so the thing that I want Nicki to do, because I like this right here, of her speaking up for herself, saying the name, directly addressing the person, because I feel like that's what people should do. They are human at the end of the day. No matter how much money they make, they have feelings too. Okay, they definitely have an image that they have to hold on to that they don't want to tarnish. So you can still speak out, freedom of speech, talk. So basically, she is right here in this video. She is directing it to Elliot Wilson. Elliott Wilson. Okay, I said Wilson, y'all. Y'all already know how I am with these words. But she is doing that. Now, one thing about it, she would definitely say a man's name, directly say something to a man. But when it comes to Cardi and Lotto and Doja, whoever else that Megan, I don't ever really hear her say a name. Okay, I don't really hear her saying a name or directly saying something to the person. She only does subliminal things on Twitter and, you know, stuff like that when it comes to females. I just want her to be a little bit more vocally and defending herself and saying what it is, okay? That's just what it is. I feel like she should do that sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes I feel like they, especially artists, rappers, and stuff like that, should just put it in the music, okay? And say the names in the music, okay? I'm tired of the subliminal stuff. So basically, she's doing her thing. Also, Akbar and Nicki Minaj, excuse me, y'all, linked up, and Nicki Minaj basically was like, you know, giving Akbar compliments, saying she's pretty and stuff like that, and basically saying that she asked Akbar if she wants to put a verse on the album. I don't know if it's Gag City Deluxe, because, you know, she just had that out and added 50 Cent, I think, on Beep Beep. And then she had Keisha Cole and Monica on one of the other songs. So yeah, so I think that this is a good thing for Akbar. I just feel like once she do put her foot in there for real with Nicki, because we already know that she was from a distance, you know, on Twitter and, you know, getting into Nicki's drama with Cardi and everybody else. And I just feel like once Akbar get in this position, because Akbar was like, yeah, I'm ready to sign now with you, whatever. You know, she been on to Nicki. So right now she just feeling herself, feeling the moment. And I feel like once she do put a verse on whatever, and they really do actually make music together and stuff like that, I just feel like Akbar should not like really get into the drama part, because Nicki and Cardi's always going to have this drama. Whoever else that Nicki get into it with or whatever, it's always going to be a back and forth. It's always going to be some animosity. I just feel like Akbar should not do that, because she is the one that's playing it back. Nobody really listens to her music. The only time we really talk about Akbar is when she's in some type of mess when it comes to Nicki and Cardi or whatever drama going on. She need to be focused, okay? I know a lot of people that's around Nicki probably kissed her buns, okay, and just tolerate a lot of things. And the ones that doesn't tolerate the things, like Cardi B and Megan and them, they are the ones that's beefing. They're the ones that's on her bad side. And she's like, who are y'all? I'm Nicki Minaj. I'm the queen. Y'all supposed to do what I say, or this and this and that. It doesn't work like that, especially not with grown women. It don't work like that. Nobody really cares about none of that. But let's just listen to what Tasha K had to say, because she, you know, seen Kai Cenat, you know, and Nicki together and stuff like that. I don't know if Tasha K feels some type of way, but let's just listen to what she said. She said, I love the F out of Nicki Minaj, and I gotta say something. Her press run is dope, but it would have been even more classic if she would have included a female media voice for the culture. I didn't see her sit down with not one woman in a male-dominant media industry. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the same thing she faces is in a male-dominant rap industry. Angela Yee, Sherry Shepherd, Jennifer Hudson, and at least one new media voice. Please don't forget the Barbies in the media that have to fight for the same rights as you. I'm in Africa on my vacation. Don't forget about the female voices, okay? And if I'm wrong on this and I missed something, I will apologize for my error. No, I don't think that she missed anything. I haven't seen her sit down with any type of female anything. It's only males that she has sat down with, and we already know that is just what Nicki does, okay? Even her music speaks for itself. She'll have somebody here and there throughout the history of her career, like a female singer, a female rapper here and there. We see that, but it doesn't last long because something happens behind the closed doors. I guess if somebody don't like something being said, or, you know, y'all can't talk as women, if there's a disagreement, it's always going to be some petty childish stuff going on between females. So that's never going to last anyways. And I feel like she knows if she go on anything that revolves around a female asking her about the tea, okay, stuff that she knows that she doesn't want to talk about or ignore, she's not going to want to put herself in that seat. Okay, you go to Tasha K, she might, she might ask some questions. She's a blogger, blogger, entertainment, media. This is just what happens. Okay, but at the end of the day, let me know how y'all feel about Nicki Minaj's latest pop outs, her interviews and stuff like that. Like I said before, I like what Nicki's doing if it's genuine, okay? And I just feel like she should just do this a little bit more. Nicki Minaj actually has a real large fan base. She doesn't really have to beg people to buy this and buy that. They're going to do it on their own regardless. All she has to do is go on Twitter and then she's trending because she'll say, hey, everybody hashtag this and everybody hashtag it. She's trending already. So she doesn't really have to put in too much effort. Okay, Nicki Minaj has been doing her thing over the decade. She has been staying strong, putting music out, putting the work in. Okay, and that's what I like about Nicki. Her music is always fire. Okay, she's always consistent, regardless of anything. She puts her stuff out. She said she's coming out with an album, and she did it. Regardless if she puts it back or however many times, whatever, she still put it out and she produced it. Okay, now let's just get into the Cardi and Nicki thing going on. We're gonna listen to what Cardi had to say real quick. She's crying. I think she's talking about Offset. I don't know what Offset did. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me know down in the comments below. What did Offset recently do for her to go on live and make this crying video about him? Let's just listen to what she had to say.
A motherfucker will play in your face over and over and over and over and over again until be like, watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's so sad that I like to, this like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He like to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows. Yesterday, I could have been out. I could have been chilling. I could have been this and that. He knows I'm in my house. He knows that I'm chilling. He knows I'm not doing the most.
All right, y'all. So I don't know exactly what he did, but please let me know down in the comments below. What did Offset do? Because I know his birthday. It's his birthday. He was out partying. Okay, we seen his stories. It didn't really show him. It just showed where he was at, and it was his birthday. He was having fun. We know usually on their birthdays and stuff like that. Okay, so basically that is what's being said. Okay, I don't know what's happening. She's a human. She's going to vent. This is what happens. It's not the first time or the last time that us females is going to be hurt over a guy and venting or expressing ourselves. And because she is a celebrity, people think that she's not entitled to do that. She can vent. Maybe she needs to vent. She's still married to Offset. I don't know if they're right now going through a divorce or not, or whatever the case may be, because they still have children together. And she's probably hurt. We don't know everything behind why the breakup happened or what's going on. But we know every relationship is not perfect. So she went crying and she was doing this, and then Nicki Minaj put up the Michael Jackson thing. Okay, because we know Offset likes Michael Jackson. I don't know if this was implying that or whatever, but it was a laugh at Michael Jackson, and it was at 12:16 p.m. And then Cardi, okay, she said, "Take your man to a park and leave me the F alone." I don't know what's going on, but she sent this at 12:28 p.m., a little bit after the Michael Jackson tweet. Okay, she also says, "I'm really 100. Today is not the day." So she is upset, and she, once she gets like that, anybody that comes in that path is gonna get her wrath. Okay, and that's just basically what it is. Okay, she's going through some things. We've already know that Cardi B seems like she's spiraling. Okay, and for people to provoke her in this time, at this sensitive time, is gonna just make it worse. Okay, and I just feel like if Nicki is doing this, if she is trying to make fun of the situation with Offset and Cardi, she has no room to do that, because look at who your husband is. Look at his history. Look at what he's doing. What do he do? Okay, at least Cardi B has somebody that she loved. They showed their love to the public. They have beautiful kids. They show their love with their kids. They let us in their family side. They just did the baby shark thing, with the voices, that I think that was really cute. They do things as a family, okay? They're married, okay? They had their little issues that, that we found out, okay, about him cheating and stuff like that. But what does Mr. Petty do? Please answer that, because what money is he? Is he still in the streets? Because we know he was on house arrest or whatever because of the situation with the threatening the Offset and the Cardi at the awards or whatever. She has no say so or any type of laughing hee hee ha moment when it comes to anybody's couple, marriage, whatever issues, because we know that she is not in a perfect relationship or a marriage either. Because in her song, I forgot which one it is, she's basically expressing herself of how she felt with Mr. Petty, okay, being extra and not giving her space and all type of stuff. So at the end of the day, I just feel like it's getting boring when it comes to Cardi and Nicki, for real. I feel like they should just dump it out and just call it a day, okay, because it's very boring, okay. The last thing that we are going to be talking about is 6ix9ine and his ex-girlfriend Yailin, okay. Now, a lot of the stuff is in Spanish, and I am Puerto Rican, but I was born in New York City, and I did not grow up speaking Spanish or none of that stuff, and I didn't really care to learn. To be honest with you, I don't care. I was born in New York City. English is my first and my language. That's my only language, and I'm good with it, okay? So I don't know what it is about 6ix9ine, because 6ix9ine all of a sudden, like, his videos is in Spanish now, his captions is in Spanish now. He just all his Spanish stuff over there. We know he's Spanish, but damn, you know, majority of the people that's watching you or following you or that's in the media is English, okay? Now, I don't know how to translate and do all of that stuff, and I'm not doing it, but I just do know that we seen videos of Yailin, okay, putting hands on him, hitting him with things, messing up his vehicle and stuff like that, because 6ix9ine was recording it to let everybody know and saying that she need help and stuff. Because I've seen some people comment saying that 6ix9ine is basically saying that she needs help and this and this and that. She had a knife in her hand at one point. She was trying to get a get, okay, from one of the securities or one of his people's pockets or whatever. I don't know what she was trying to do. I don't know if he cheated on her. And even if he did cheat on her, I just feel like people get cheated on all the time. Yes, your feelings might get hurt, but it does not make it any right for you to try to harm somebody physically or try to take somebody's life because your feelings is hurt. I feel like that's selfish, and I feel like people that do that get that angry, need help. Okay, that's just how I feel. Then there's things circulating online with pictures of her face beat up and stuff like that. I do not know. Allegedly, 6ix9ine did it at one point. I don't know, but it's not recently, because we seen her face and how her face looked. Right now, we seen Yailin being the aggressor. Now, 6ix9ine does have some history of, being a little, violent with his girls and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's the case here. I don't know. It seems like both of them are aggressors. My thing is this. I feel like everybody should just keep their hands to themselves in relationships. Learn how to speak. Learn how to blow off some steam, but not on the person. Go for a walk. Take a bath. Listen to some music. Smoke a blunt. I don't know. Do something besides pulling out knives and gats and, trying to fight the person and doing all types of stuff. I feel like that's unnecessary. Okay, now my thing is this. Is it wrong if a person or a man defends himself when a woman is, hitting him with things and pulling out knives and trying to get a weapon and stuff like that? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like everybody should learn how to defend themselves, especially if your life is at risk. So if a female is bringing out knives and gats and stuff like that, I feel like you should defend yourself. And that's just how I feel about it, unless the female's doing that because the male is the aggressor and she's defending herself. But at that point, it's just going to be a back and forth. Y'all just going to be doing it together at the end of the day. I just feel like once that violent stuff start happening, I feel like everybody should leave, because it just get worse. Okay, now we know how it is. I think it only should happen one time. One person, one time. That's your lesson learned, and that's it. You don't need to be having the same patterns, the same things with different people throughout your relationship or marriages. That's not how it goes. I feel like a person should just learn one time and just move on. Okay, especially if you know for sure that a person has this type of history. Like 6ix9ine, it has a history allegedly of being violent to women. Okay, I wouldn't mess with nobody knowing that they're violent to women, or you know, and are crazy and stuff like that. I wouldn't do it. That's just me and my personality. It wouldn't work. Okay, and that's just me in my opinion. But I just feel like and also 6ix9ine bailed her out. Okay, he's going back and forth with a Fote, whatever his name is. I don't know the Spanish people that, but a Fote, I don't know, Fote, whatever his name is. All right, he's weren't you the one who paid for it? Now comes up the lawyer team you supposedly sent. Sound man, you are a stuffed person. Then he says, Yailin is at home because I went to take her out. Where is the team of lawyers? Where is the bond you paid? You left her alone. You gossip. You stayed like this. So apparently, allegedly, this a Fote guy that 6ix9ine's going back and forth with wants to smash Yailin. Okay, allegedly. All right. So basically, 6ix9ine is like, listen, I called the cops. She got arrested, and I bonded out. Why would you do all of that just to bail her out? I just don't get the concept, because the purpose of calling the police is for the person to pay the consequences, to get them in trouble for doing whatever they did to you. I don't know how to feel about this, y'all. Let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel about it. I just feel like it's gonna get crazy. I don't know if Yailin is gonna stay with him, because apparently she left and was back over there. I don't know. And she has a child, so I don't think that, you know, trying to jeopardize your freedom for a man that I don't know what he did. Okay, I don't know, unless he violated the child or something. Now I will understand her acting like that. But if you're a mom, you wouldn't want to jeopardize your freedom over somebody like 6ix9ine. And I'm sorry, and that's just how I feel. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about the Nicki and, you know, how she's moving now. Do you think it's genuine? I actually like this type of Nicki. I want to see more of this type of Nicki. And that's just it. I like what she's doing. I like the album after listening to it for a second time. And I definitely be running back listening to them songs. Okay. So at the end of the day, I love y'all. If y'all have anything y'all want for me to talk about, hit up Toxic Teen Lounge, and y'all already know I got y'all. Toodaloos, and a happy holiday and a ho ho ho.
Gotta be something different. You must be made for